I never thought that at 27, I would be standing in the ruins of the life I built with someone I trusted more than anyone. My name is Claire, and I want to share a story that changed everything for me. A story of betrayal, humiliation, and, finally, revenge. And believe me when I say this, you will not see the ending coming. It all started 3 years ago. I had just finished art school, ready to finally live my dream as a painter. I met Daniel at a gallery opening. He wasn't just handsome, tall, confident, the kind of man who walks into a room and owns it, but he also seemed genuinely fascinated by my work. He said things like, "Claire, you don't just paint pictures, you paint feelings." I was swept off my feet. Within months, we were inseparable. Fast forward to last year, we moved into a cozy loft, the kind of place with brick walls and big windows that let in sunlight all day. I thought I had everything I ever wanted: love, stability, and someone who believed in me. Daniel always said he wanted to support my art. He told his friends, "Claire is going to be famous one day." I believed him. But then little cracks started to show. Daniel became distant. He worked late nights, claiming deadlines or urgent meetings. At first, I ignored it. I told myself it was stress or maybe he was just tired. But deep down, a voice whispered, "Something's wrong." That voice screamed the day I found a lipstick-stained coffee mug in his car. Not mine, a shade I never wore. When I confronted him, he laughed. "Claire, don't be paranoid, it's probably your friend." Remember when I gave Sarah a ride? I wanted to believe him. I did. Because sometimes love blinds us and we choose lies over truth. But the truth didn't stay hidden for long. One evening, while he was working late, I opened his laptop to look for a photo we had taken. What I found instead shattered me: dozens of emails between him and another woman. Her name was Emily. She wasn't just anyone, she was my so-called best friend. The betrayal wasn't just about love. It was about trust. It was about the countless nights I cried on Emily's shoulder, telling her how much Daniel meant to me. She listened, comforted me, and then went behind my back. That night, I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just sat in silence, planning. If Daniel and Emily thought they could humiliate me, they had no idea who they were dealing with. The next few weeks, I played the role of the clueless girlfriend. I smiled, cooked dinner, kissed him goodnight. But secretly, I gathered proof. Screenshots of emails, photos of them together, everything. My hands shook as I saved each file, but my resolve grew stronger. And then the perfect opportunity came. Daniel's company was hosting a big charity gala. He begged me to come, saying, "Claire, I want you by my side. Everyone should see how amazing you are." Oh, everyone would see, all right. I wore a stunning red dress that night, the kind that makes people stop and stare. I looked like the perfect girlfriend, smiling, laughing, holding his hand. But in my clutch, I carried a USB drive. That drive contained every dirty secret, every betrayal. When it was Daniel's turn to give a speech, I stood beside him on stage, pretending to beam with pride. And then, I connected the USB to the projector. One click and the room filled with gasps. On the giant screen, email after email appeared. Daniel's words to Emily, "Claire is so naive. I can't wait to be with you instead." Pictures of them kissing, dates, even plans to move in together. The silence in the room was deafening, broken only by whispers and shocked laughter. Daniel froze. His face turned pale. Emily, who was sitting in the audience, tried to run, but all eyes were on her. I leaned into the microphone and said, "This is the man who told me he loved me. This is the friend who pretended to care. I think everyone deserves to know the truth." The applause that followed wasn't for Daniel. It was for me, for finally standing up. After that night, everything crumbled for them. Daniel was fired, his company couldn't risk the scandal. Emily lost her fiancé, who had been in the audience that night. Yes, she was engaged to someone else, too. The hypocrisy was unbelievable. And me, for the first time, I felt free. It wasn't just about revenge. It was about reclaiming my power, my dignity, my life. Sometimes we think losing someone will break us, but the truth is, it sets us free. I picked up my brushes again, painting like never before. My work became bolder, rawer, filled with every ounce of pain and triumph I lived through. Today, when people look at my paintings, they say they feel something: heartbreak, anger, hope. And that's because every stroke carries a piece of this story. So, to Daniel and Emily, thank you, because your betrayal turned me into the strongest version of myself. And to anyone listening, never let someone else's betrayal define you. Take that pain and turn it into power. Because sometimes, revenge is the only closure you'll ever need.